For Halloween, I decided to do this crazy story that you cannot unhear. Granted, it is a day late, but I already had so much work to do with college and other aspects. So here you go. It was 10 a.m. on October 31st, but as I awoke and peeked outside, it felt like the middle of the night, with the sky glowing like rust and the atmosphere exposing its crust like a winter solstice afternoon in Alaska. The sky felt more haunted than the mansion at Disneyland, and it was only the beginning. As I made an egg sandwich, as large as a tennis ball, eyeballs suddenly popped up, as if an invisible ghost put eyeball stickers faster than lightning and suddenly made it come alive. The sandwich grew legs as long as Interstate Highway 5 on the west coast of the USA and yelled, "You have a butthole with 2 extra butts on the side." I rolled my eyes like a soccer ball while the sandwich ran at the speed of light out the door. Then I heard a knock on the door, louder than a jet engine, and found a crowd of cops that made me feel like I entered a riot. The ambulance came with sirens that made my ears ring like a phone. Like a ball, they threw me onto a bed and made me feel tighter than a knot in a shoelace. After what felt like an eternity, I arrived in a hospital that looked more haunted, that looked like the haunted houses his identical twin sibling. Inside, I spotted a man who was larger than an elephant and had a voice like a zombie. Ask me questions as random as fall color suddenly arriving in Los Angeles in April. Then he weighed and measured me as if I were the elephant. Then I was taken to a room with chairs that shined like the Midwest meadow on a summer day that were miles long. I sat down, and the woman that resembled a witch coughed and sneezed into my face at a pace of 100 coughs and sneezes per second. Then ghosts flew like birds on jetpacks in circles. Then a woman suddenly jumped at me like a jack-in-the-box and said, "You are not allowed to communicate with anyone ever again except me." Then the TV that sat like a big black box rolled over like a robot and static jump scared me to the point to where I fell out of my chair. Then a list of words scrolled up quicker than lightning. And the screen that showed like the nautical twilight sky and had a silhouette of a child circling the deep blue screen. Then the screen turned ebony black with an orange neon letters that said WGBH and flashing like a disposable camera with a robot female voice saying, "A presentation of WGBH Boston," in eerie synth music. Then I was thrown home, and I saw a house that looked like an explosion in a factory to tell this crazy story that had fewer rhymes than stars seen in the sky at noon, but I enjoy writing crazy stories, and I hope you enjoy them too. I apologize if this poem wasn't as presented as well, but if you enjoyed it, I'm glad you did. Keep in mind that my handwriting's not the best, so later on after I post this video, I will post the lyrics in the description, or the poem, I should say. And I apologize if I mispronounced anything.